What up? It's Dashy. No. Hey, what's going on? PandaCast, Season 2, Episode 1, coming at you January 7th, 2023. Hope everybody had a great new year. We're back at it with a couple of changes. You'll notice them as the show goes on, but we just want to get right into talking about what's up with us and kind of our plan for the year. Also, kind of do a reflection, like a little bit of a review last year on how the PandaCast went and how making certain changes will improve the show. Okay, we're going to share that with you guys today. First off, Gerrel, what's up?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Man, hey man, how's it going?
Happy New Year, everybody, man. It feels good to be here. I'm glad that it's another new year, new season. What they say, new year, new me, but not necessarily a new me, but just more experiences. You know, I'm older, wiser, faster, stronger. So I'm good, man.
I'm better. I am better. That stupid TikTok. What is that from? Homelander? Is that the guy?
I don't know.
I don't know what the show is, but that's good, man. What'd you end up doing for Christmas and New Year's? Because we didn't record for the last 2 weeks. I know one episode was going to be the Christmas episode, and the other episode was going to be the reflection, which was going to be last week. But we're going to do that this week. What'd you do for Christmas? Let's
Well,
talk
my
about that a little
mom
bit.
came home, so I was basically chilling with her. I got a chance
Oh,
to see my
nice.
mom, my auntie, my grandfather, my only grandparent that's still alive. So I was happy to
Yeah.
chill with him, my auntie, my uncle. I got a chance to see my dad. Seeing my dad, yeah, that's his birthday as well. My dad's birthday is on Christmas.
Oh,
See-
God.
So seeing my dad on Christmas, like just talking and chilling with him, like in a way I never did in my entire life, was great. I feel like that was like the highlight of my day.
There
Um,
you go.
so it was great.
Awesome. Nah, man, I know that you got a lot of respect for your dad and a lot of love for your dad, so that's awesome. And when was the last time you saw your mom? Because I know it's been.
It had to be either the first time this year or the second time this year. I don't remember if she came around my birthday or not. But other than that, it was like the first or second time. Yeah, I think.
Golly, dude.
Yeah.
That would destroy me. I think that's like worse than what I got going on, you know?
I don't know.
Because it's like, I think it is because it's like, yeah, the person's there and you get to talk to them, but it's like you only see them like once a year. That to me is like, damn, especially somebody like your mom.
Yeah, I still talk to her, still call her, FaceTime her. But
Hmm.
sometimes it's like that, you know, giving that little leeway of like, okay, you're an adult, you're not a kid no more. I like to see you, during the holidays. We still, when she comes back, it's like she never left. So,
Oh, yeah.
so it's kind of
Okay,
like
well,
that.
maybe it's a lot better. Maybe I'm just like living from like the experience of like not talking to my mom in my adult life, really. So I don't know. I don't know the relationship of my mom and me and how it would have been.
Hey, dude, like I said, my mom loves you, dude. So, hey, for everybody that don't know, my freaking mom talks about James all the time. She was like, "Oh, proud of
What the
James.
fuck
I
am
love
I
him.
doing?
He's a cute guy and all that other stuff." I'm like,
What
"Man, mom, like, what the
the?
freak, mom? Like, don't talk about James like." But no,
You're like, ugh, mom, that's my friend.
but no, she always says like good stuff about you. So my mom's proud of you. So there you go, James.
Appreciate that. What's your mom's name? I don't even know it. I don't think.
Well, they call her Bo, but her name's Elbony.
Her name is what?
Elbony, like elbow, but knee, like
Oh,
elbony. Yeah,
Albany.
Ebony. Yeah.
Oh, like ebony, but with an L in it.
Yes.
Albany. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And they call her Bo.
Yeah.
I 1,000% never knew that.
Yeah.
I forgot your dad's name. I forget your parents' name all the time. Albany and
My name's Gerrel, so his name is Gerald.
Gerald.
Yes.
Oh, nice. So it's like a combination, or not a combination, but like a similarity to your dad's name.
Yeah.
That's what's up, Superman. Um, but nah, dude, that's sick. That's hilarious that your mom fucking says all this shit.
Yeah.
I'm not even
Oh.
doing anything special. Like, what the fuck am I doing? McGavin's dad says the same shit. He's like, uh, he goes, uh, James is a good guy. I'm glad that you're his friend and stuff like that. I think it was because, or at least this is what I remember. Because I had a conversation with McGavin's dad one time where McGavin was like, I was just went by and McGavin wasn't home. And he was talking to me about how they were living in California when McGavin and Kimmy were born.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, like over there is like there's like gangs and shit like that. So it's like the number one thing was to just get McGavin and them away from that kind of environment. So they
Yeah.
came to Georgia. At least that's what he told me, right? And then he goes, so to know that McGavin had a friend that wasn't really into like drinking and doing all that other bullshit, it was just like the worst thing y'all were doing was playing too many video games, like.
Yeah.
So I guess, or at least that's from his perspective, why he kind of valued the friendship. But it's just so funny. Like, you tell me that all the time. You're like, man, my mom fucking loves the shit out of you. So proud of you. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
The her thinking I'm like cute or whatever is like funny.
Dude, I'm not saying like she's like has a freaking picture of you in her room or something. Like, oh my gosh, James. Like, no, it's just
I didn't say that,
like it's
but I'm
like you're
saying
handsome.
like,
Like you're a nice guy. She sees that you're doing well, and you got a family, you got the house, you got the kids. You're doing well for yourself. That's what it is.
yeah. No, I know, but I just thought it was funny. It's like, oh, he's cute. Not that she's like into me, but it's just like that was like one of the comments. Like if I was ugly, she definitely wouldn't have said that. I don't
I
know.
don't know. Dude. I don't
I
know.
think it's funny. I think it's funny, and it makes me smile. Makes me smile. But
Yeah, that's what it's all
um,
about. Man.
yeah. What did you and your dad talk about? Because you said that was like the highlight.
Uh, I ain't gonna talk about like necessarily everything, but I remember I told you and James something a while back, and it was like a certain situation, but this was a lot better. It's like it was more calm. It was more like,
Hmm.
"Hey, son, I see you doing your thing, and I love you. I'm here for you. I'm proud of you." Type stuff. Like it's like a
Yeah.
one of those that he sees me in a different way. Like if I didn't know that my dad was proud of me before, I know now, type thing.
You.
Like I
Yeah.
feel like I'm I'm that guy. I'm that son that he can be thankful for, even though of course everybody usually thankful for their kids or whatever. But I feel like I have his approval in some type of way. Even though I feel like people shouldn't necessarily have approval from their parents, you should be your own person, but you should be able to feel respected by your family and your parents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, I would say there's a balance.
yeah,
Because you want to boost your kids up and give them the self-esteem to be able to go out on their own, but you also want to guide them on a proper path, and there's the balance of like, am I being too strict or am I being too lenient? And am I imposing my will on them or am I allowing
yeah,
them to or am I allowing them to discover themselves and their own will, and what they want to do? Because like I know exactly what you mean, though. I know exactly what you mean. Like, you're not looking for their approval, but you kind of want it, you know?
yeah,
You want them to know and see the value in what you value. Stuff like that. No, because I had a similar experience with my dad over the holiday because for Christmas, me and my family went with my sister to North Carolina. We went skiing again this year like we did last year.
yeah,
And Uh, probably going to do it again in 2023 because I fucking love it. And Tatiana actually got out there and went skiing, and it was fun. When we came back, after we went over to her house for Christmas, we spent the night. After that, I think it was that Monday or whatever, the 26th. Me and no, yeah, it was the 26th. Me and my dad planned, hey, we're gonna go out to eat. Kind of Christmas. I hadn't seen him in a while because he was out working and stuff like that for like a few weeks. And
yeah,
he came back, and we went to Red Lobster. I was planning on paying for him and the whole family, kind of take my dad out for Christmas. And
yeah,
then it's funny because the check came. He's like, snatched that shit up real quick, drops the money on the table. He's like, thank you. And I'm like, what? And he paid for all
yeah,
of us. And he was like, yo, I mean, like, and he kind of gave like that little bit of thing where it's like, man, you and Tatiana are like building this thing together. Y'all are stable. He saw the different
yeah,
things that were going on in my life last year where it's like I had those debts that I paid off. I got a promotion, stuff like that. And Tatiana's doing her thing with copywriting. So it's like he's seeing like how smart Marie and Bella are.
yeah,
So it's like he's obviously seeing like, oh, they're growing nicely and they're building up a good environment for the kids. So it
yeah,
was kind of like he didn't. He wasn't. I'm proud of you, son. He didn't say all that, but it was like just the way he was
You can
talking
feel it.
was.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
you can
see it
feel
and
it,
feel it.
and he was like, man, I just felt good about taking you guys out and stuff like that. So it's like
Yeah,
also being able to receive the love is what.
and that feels so good, dude. It's just
Yeah,
like it's like usually as far as men, we all are under pressure a lot, and then
yeah,
when you get that thing from your dad, it's like the weight lifted off. It's
yeah.
like
You're
thank
like
you,
you're the
like
motherfucker
I'm
I was trying to I was trying to do good for. I was trying to make you proud.
here's
Want
to
to
you,
fucking
dad. For real.
here's to you, Dad.
Yeah. So that's how it feels, man. I'm glad you had that experience too. Cause I know you said like, when y'all first started dating, he said some stuff, but it's the
Yeah, he
fact
wasn't
that
really into
now
it.
it's like looking, and just paying for it and paying for the food and just looking at y'all as like a couple or family. It's like a great feeling.
Absolutely, and that was really cool. That was really cool. And then for New Year's, basically went over to my sister's house again and spent the night and played Ghost of Tsushima for the first time.
Yeah.
That game is fucking sick. I want to get it.
Wow.
I don't know how I'm like feeling about the way I'm going to go about getting it because you can up I'm even thinking about upgrading to PlayStation Extra because that game's on there and there's a bunch of other games that I want to play that are on there. And
Yeah.
literally the director's cut for PS5 is like $49.99. And I'm like, I could upgrade to extra right now for like $6 until
hmm
March. And I'm like, so I could play this game for $6 basically. I'm like,
Does it like
fuck.
disappear or
I
no?
I don't know. I don't know. But the way I'm thinking about it is all of the games that you have access to on PlayStation Plus, like all the free games, I think it's different because I think these are kind of like that rotating list or what could have been the rotating list of games.
Yeah.
Not quite sure because I think once a game is on Game Pass, it's on Game Pass for Xbox, right?
From what I hear, it's like PS Plus pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. So if it's like that, then you got nothing to worry about. Just upgrade to extra. It's $100 a year and you get access to like a lot of newer games and a ton more games. Like they're adding more games to extra all the time that they're not adding to PlayStation Plus, you know?
Yeah.
So there's that. I don't know if I want to do that or if I want to just spend the $50 and let Sucker Punch get my money because I want to support the game because it's really fucking good. Like it's very cinematic, very pretty looking. I have to show some kind of clip or something like that I made while I was over there. But it's a lot of fun. But we spent the New Year over there. I have to share this stupid clip of us smoking a cigar uh, out on the like, at midnight on New Year's Eve. But uh, that's pretty much what we did. And like you said, having the dinner with my dad, going skiing, like it was a very relaxing time. It was like the first real
Yeah.
like vacation time off that I had all year. Before that, I had missed 3 days of work,
Yeah.
and then
So it
I
was like
took.
well deserved
It was yes,
for sure.
like when I did my performance review yesterday. I had to go in and they
Yeah.
did my performance review and attendance and reliability. I had like fucking through the roof score because it was like he
Yeah.
rarely misses work. Like and I missed one day because I was sick, and then the other two
Yeah.
days that I missed were for personal reasons. Like it was like an
Yeah.
emergency situation. That was it. And then I took a week off in December, but it was
Yeah.
around the
Just
time.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, and I took a week off because it's slow and all that other shit. But whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, with all that, like, so pretty much a good year. You know, I felt like a lot of progress happened in 2022. When it came down to the beginning of 2022, we set out, you and I and McGavin set out on the Panda cast, right? So this is kind of the reflection that
Yeah.
I'm talking about for you guys. Okay. Consistency has always been my enemy, and it's not going to be my enemy in 2023. When it comes down to it, I'm making the commitment that we are going to do an episode every week. Every week, an episode is going to come out. I will come up with some kind of consequence if that doesn't happen. Okay?
Yeah.
The goal is to grow the show to 1,000 subscribers, or grow the channel to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Nothing crazy. I have like 270 something, 274, I think. So I'm really looking for about 750 more subscribers by the end of the year. That's not crazy to think about. I think it's possible.
You can do that.
Yes, I think it's possible with the strategy that I have in place. So the shows, so just to kind of update you guys, one, the shows are going to be recorded in a little bit more of a natural way, how we used to do it when we were doing bro chats, is what we used to call them on PlayStation 3,
Yeah.
where you had to sit in the chat room and you couldn't play a game while you were chatting, which is funny. Where we didn't really see each other. We just talked. We were sitting there staring at the fucking ceiling, shit like that. I think it's gonna have a little bit more of a natural feel from us. Like I already feel a little bit more natural by not seeing myself. So there's that. We're gonna keep the shows around about an hour. You know, if we get to a point where the audience, you guys, are wanting more, great. We'll start recording longer. But for now, we're gonna keep it short and sweet. That'll actually give me a chance to edit and upload every episode that we record. By setting this commitment last year of, hey, I want to do 52 episodes, we were allowing ourselves to skip and miss and stuff like that when it was necessary or when it was needed. Because we're human, we have lives, we have full-time jobs. Our jobs aren't podcasting right now. So it makes sense. But we ended up doing about 39 episodes, which means that was the most consistent year I've ever had when it comes to uploading and creating content, which is great. Now I'm doubling down on that consistency, and we're going to do an episode every week. 52 episodes of season 2 is going to come out this year. I still have episodes that I need to upload from fucking last year. That's how shitty that is. But I'm doubling down on the commitment there. I would like to officially say that Gerrel and McGavin are going to be equal partners in the ownership of the show. I didn't tell you this, but any revenue or anything that comes in from the show is going to equally be split up 33.33333% or whatever. So if I make any money on this fucking show, y'all are getting a third. Y'all are equal owners of the show. So that should help boost the commitment level from all three of us, knowing that, to make sure that we are here and available every week, right? And committed to growing the show. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, regardless of when it is, if it's halfway through the year, if it's at the end of the year, that is going to be the goal for 2023, 1,000 subscribers. When we hit there, we're going to do a big live stream, and I would like to do some form of giveaway, things like that for anybody who shows up. And I think it would be cool to do some kind of like big thing, you know, when we do that, when we accomplish that goal. The number one thing is, if you enjoy the show, be sure to like it. Be sure to share it with people. Any clips that you think are funny, reach out, talk to us. Anything that you want us to talk about, let us know. Because what we're trying to do, or at least what I'm committed to doing, is building more of a community around gaming and just being able to sit down with your bros and talk shit, right?
Yeah.
The number one thing that I would like us to provide as far as a show is, one, entertainment. Talk about different things we find funny, interesting stories, stuff like that. We want to educate, you know, when it comes down to different things that we learn as far as mindset, leadership, crypto, investing, anything that comes up that we find interesting and that we want to update everybody on. And then the third thing would be, well, I guess it's not really a thing, but the focus really is to provide value to you, the audience, right? We're not trying to waste your time. We're not trying to steal your time. We're not trying to put out bullshit content just for the sake of putting bullshit content out. So something else that I want to talk about with you and McGavin is having a middle of the week session where we sit down and talk about what we're going to talk about on the show and actually plan the show a little bit better each week. Like, hey, these are the topics that we want to talk about. That way it gives us time to like research on some stuff if we want to talk about something that's more serious. And then if it's just something that's like a little bit more fun, like let's say, hey, we want to talk about the fucking Uncharted movie. It's like, okay, well, on Tuesday, if we sit down and talk with each other, and we're like, hey, we're going to talk about the Uncharted movie, it gives us time to watch it so it's fresh when we go to record the show. Okay? That's a little bit
Yeah.
more of the back end planning on our side. The main thing that I want to point out is that we're committed to growing the show and providing better content for you guys. Okay? That is point blank period what it is, and the commitment will be 52 episodes this year. And I will think of some. I'll probably donate some money to a charity if that doesn't happen. I'll do like, if we don't do 52 episodes, yeah, I got to put some kind of stakes on it. If we don't do 52 episodes this year, I'm going to donate $200 to a charity. Boom, there you go. That's about, that seems kind of shitty because it's like $4 of episode if we miss it.
No, well, I mean, I feel like either way that would be cool.
Yeah.
To be
Let's say we
honest.
do 51 episodes, I'm donating $200 to a charity of some kind. Throughout the year, how about you guys give suggestions on which charity I should go for? And I might even at the end of the year, if the show's doing really well, even if we hit 52 episodes, I'll probably still fucking donate to charity because it sounds like a good idea, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this channel will get monetized before mine for sure. Because if the podcast is like an hour long, the watch hours can go through the roof.
Right. So there's that. And I honestly think about potentially donating to the rheumatoid arthritis research because that's what Tatiana has, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to donate to rheumatoid arthritis research if we do not hit our goal, and I'll probably like if we do hit our goal and the channel's monetized and all these good things are happening, I'll probably still, if not donate more, if we're succeeded, you know, because that'll just be a good thing. Like, one, we accomplished our goal. Two, we're providing a better show. Three, we're building this community. And four, we get to help people who are not necessarily in the best position when it comes to their health because of certain factors. So that is the mission, the commitment from the show to do in 2023. All right, let's make it happen together. Gerrel.
Of course. And by the way, right off that, shout out to Sony by the way for creating a controller for the disability, for people with disabilities to help them game better. I don't know if you've seen it, but it looks freaking sick. I never seen a controller like that in my life. But they literally came out with their own controller to help out with that.
Let me look at it.
So yeah, good stuff.
Let me look at it.
It looks freaking sick. I don't know how they was able to do that, but it looks pretty cool, man. So W Sony with that one. Way to think about all your fans and everybody that's playing video games and stuff like that.
Mm.
But yeah, I think they announced it the other day. I don't know how many days ago,
Sony
but
announces new controller aimed at gamers with disabilities. Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, so it looks like that. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of like a joystick on one side that's about this big, maybe, and then like a circle pad where you can touch on it. Also, shout out to Xbox because they had one like a long time ago. Yeah,
really,
there's it's like an Xbox adaptive controller.
yeah,
Go back images. Yeah, so this is the Xbox one, the Microsoft one. It's like a flat square with two pads that you touch.
yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
so
okay,
they had
okay.
that one for a couple years now. So shout out Sony and Xbox for what? Excuse me. Yeah, shout out Sony and Xbox for trying to be more inclusive for those who have disabilities, especially when it comes to motor function. Um, and there's a lot of games that provide different sensory settings as well for like color
Yeah,
blindness, seizures, things like that. So, no, shout out because I mean, it just provides an opportunity for people who have disabilities to partake on some of the entertainment content that we enjoy as you can consider
yeah.
able-bodied people. But no, it's all cool. But yeah, I would say that's that's a good shout out. That's a good shout out. What was I about to say? Oh yeah.
About
So
the year. Oh,
2022 closing thoughts on the year. How do you think we did as a show? How do you think the year went for yourself? And then we'll talk about 2023.
all right. As far as the show, I'm just glad we was able to do this because we've been talking about this for a long time. At first it started off with like gaming. Hopefully we can get back into that, by the way. But the fact that we was all able to come together and talk, even for Gavin having the situations, me having overtime, we still made it work in some type of way. Even when he wasn't here, when he came back, he was able to do a few episodes. So stuff happens. Like you said, life happens, but we still did it. And like you said, most can. How many episodes you say what podcasts do or something?
Oh,
They stop.
so we're top 1% of podcasts. So out of like all the podcasts that start, like 1% get past episode 3, and then yeah,
Yeah,
or it was like, oh no, I think it was like 10% get past episode 3, and then of the ones that get past episode 3, 10% of them get past episode 21. So if you've done more than 21 episodes, you're in the top 1% of podcasting. Yo.
yeah. So that's a achievement on its own. So that's great to hear. That shows like you said, we made some progress in some type of way. Like you said, consistency has always been the
Right.
flaw, and that is very consistent. So
Yeah,
there
in
it is, right
comparison,
there.
yeah.
Uh, so that feels good. As far as myself, I don't know if I told y'all, but I told my mom this. I told my dad this. 2022 was a year about me finding out where I'm from and where I am going. And I told you going to the reunion, seeing my family, seeing different families I never even seen before, haven't seen in so long, and looking at I told you obituaries from people I never seen, going to the gravesite, like everything about this was literally finding out where I was from and where I'm going. Basically, learning about investments, uh, crypto, staking, even VVS stuff, all the other stuff that we was doing. It's like I learned so much this year, and I can see myself like literally living a different lifestyle than I'm living
Mm.
now. It's like it was preparing me for, okay, look, you humbled yourself. This is where you came from, and this is where you're going. It's okay to, you know, see where you was at. It's okay to like see like the bad
Mm.
stuff, but just know that you learn from the bad stuff, and you can be a better person than what you are. And it's okay to mess up. It's just how you bounce back,
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much.
powerful because like that was like similar to me this year, because like I had a lot of like fuck ups from 2018 to 2020 that I needed to correct, with being behind on the house, being behind on my
Yeah,
car, having a bunch of credit card debts, and being able to like just hunker down and bounce back as far as like really dedicating myself to fixing the issue. I know exactly what you mean, where it's like this was a year of, I guess it's kind of like self discovery, where it's like, yeah, you're discovering like your weaknesses, your
for yeah.
strengths, and now you're going to utilize them and kind of go strong and hard 2023 and so on and into the future.
Yeah, and I'm excited. They kind of messed me up a little bit because, well, by the way, 2022, that trip when I went to Florida really did change how I view myself. It's like, wow, this is the lifestyle I really want to live. Like being with family, going on trips, having fun, like just being there. Like I said, that was my first trip by myself, guys, and just being there. It was like, man, when I came back home, I was like, dude, what the freak am I doing with my
Right.
life? Even though I'm bettering myself and I know where I'm gonna go, it just like dude, I've never had that taste of being on my own like that with my girl, with her daughter, and like with her family, and just like one day I can just be like, I want to go, and we can go. Not oh, let me have some time off, let me
Oh
take
yeah.
vacation. I can just
Right.
do it whenever I want, So that feels so freaking good. So when I came home, like my whole mind changed, uh, and that's how I feel. Like that's why I feel like 2022 was like, okay, look, you had a taste. This is what you're about to receive, pretty much. This is what you're about to
Right.
venture out with. So
Nah, I
yeah,
get that too because when we went skiing, like we only skied for 2 days, and one of the days I basically spent uh like going slow and kind of going with my brother-in-law because he was learning how to snowboard. So we're not going up and down the mountain like we did last year, where I went like 30 times down the mountain. Um, this was kind of a little
yeah,
slower, a little more relaxed, chill. Riding with him, kind of going chill. And then the second day, Tatiana was learning how to ski, so I was kind of going slow, chilling with her, stuff like that. I only zipped down the mountain real fast, like maybe like 2 or 3 times. So it's like I felt like I was
Yeah.
like, damn, I want more. You know, I don't feel like I got my fill of skiing this year. But
Yeah.
it was that thought where I'm like, damn, I really want to fucking go skiing again. I want to go skiing like next month. I'm like, I want to go
Yeah.
more often. I want to go to the fucking Matterhorn in Switzerland where they have year round skiing. And I'm like, fuck, I need to knuckle down this year and like, what is it? Knuckle down, buckle down, get down to business and actually get it to the point where, oh yeah, if I wanted to go, I could just go. Like, hey babe, I'm going to go skiing this weekend. Fuck it,
Hmm.
you know, because we have the time, we have
Exactly.
the money, there's no issues. Let's go. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, just
It's
being able to
exciting.
go when you want to. That's the thing. So
And looking forward to it, it's like creating those new memories. You know, you got kids. It's like they can be like, "Oh, I went with my
yeah,
dad when I was little," and then the fact that one day they can look at the pictures and then do that same thing for their kids.
so me
It's
and
so great.
Tatiana for I think it was in like November, December, something like that. We did a sponsored video with the adventure book, whatever, where they send you like the adventure book, and then they sent us like the adventure book and the camera, which is like a little Polaroid camera. And this is actually one of the photos that we took, if it comes clear. It's like of my kids and my niece or my two nephews, and
Hmm.
it's on like this old Polaroid looking thing, and all four of them are sitting there like smiling, like you know, and it's like just a cute little picture. And because we're in like a cabin, it looks like an old picture, like from the '90s, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
it does. I was like, "What the freak?"
no, this is
I
a
thought that was you or
this
something.
is
Like
Bella,
I could barely
Marie,
see
and
it.
then Alex and Declan, like my two nephews, and then my two daughters. So it's like it's just funny to see like this old camera, and it's like that you see the old picture. It looks like it's even more older and more
Yeah,
nostalgic. Like it reminds me of when I was a kid looking at old pictures of me. So it's like
yeah,
they're gonna have the similar experience with like this little weird camera that we got. But it's exactly what you're saying. You make those memories, and then going forward, they're gonna look back like, oh shit, I did this with my dad. It was so much fun. And back in what was that back in my day in 2020? It's like, geez, when they're all
yeah.
old and shit, they're gonna be like, I was born in the 20s, in the teens.
Freaking
Yeah,
holograms and
it's like,
it's like Iron
yeah,
Man tech throughout the
and
house.
but no, I know what you mean, man. As far as like the growth from this year and going into next year, it's very exciting, very exciting.
Yeah,
I haven't looked at that fucking investment in forever. I think it's still at like $40, but everything's tanked, so that's probably good.
so yeah, guys. Like I said, 2022. Like you said, the fact that you want to go back. That's how I feel too. Because I didn't even get a chance to ride
Right?
everything I wanted to ride. And it's like, well, when the next time we go, we can and we can do more
Yeah,
stuff. We can see more stuff. And even though I wanted to do everything, it's like the fact that I can be like, okay, we have something else to do, something else
right.
we can experience, and that's what is exciting about it. What they say, I heard somebody say like one of the best things about having a girl that hasn't did a lot of stuff is the fact that you can show them stuff
Yeah,
so they appreciate it more. So it's cool to know that her daughter never been. You know, I can show her that she hasn't been to like I was at Venture Universal Studios, so it was cool to do that with her for the first time, and to do that with her family, like how I did when I was little. When I first went, I was with a lot of family, so just to give her that, it
yeah.
felt so special.
You're giving them the best experiences that you had, you know? And you
Yeah,
living your own life, you're able to take the good experiences, share them, and just cut out the bad ones that you experience. You know, obviously,
yeah,
nobody's perfect. We're gonna provide bad experience for people that we love, but it's you can
yeah,
kind of curate and give those like really amazing experiences to your kids. It's cool. I love it.
yeah.
Fucking love it.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's so good, man. And one of the things about like as far as investments, this year I was actually trying to come into this year doing option tradings because I did a lot. I learned a lot. I watched videos. I did a whole class on it. And like as far as Ameritrade has their own class where you can take the course and do a test and you get to pass the
Hmm.
test. I got a certificate. I did not get approved for tier two, and it really messed me up because I was so excited. I was doing what they call like a paper
Mm-hmm.
trading, which is like fake money, and you can use it to basically set up a trade like if you
Mm-hmm.
would if it was real money. Dude, I could have made so much money. Like I'm talking about not like oh $200, $300. At one point, I could have made like five thousand
Damn.
dollars in one day. 5,000, 480, $800, like just consistently. And I was like, oh shoot, I got a certificate. They about to approve me, and then they freaking denied me. I was like, oh heck no. And then they talking about, well, you can apply 60 days, 90 days. And I told them, I was like, what was the whole point of getting the certificate? And what's going to change from 60 days to 90 days? It doesn't make any sense. So hopefully they get back to me. But that really messed me up. I was so excited because, dude, if you can make $5,000 in one day,
Yeah.
that's insane.
Dude, like my goal income is 365K a year. $1,000 a day. And that's
And I'll
choice
be,
for me.
yeah,
Pay my rent in a day.
yeah,
Fuck it. That's what I want.
that's insane.
That's what I'm working towards.
And it's insane. Like it's crazy the
Yeah.
fact that it's actually possible, and that's why I was so excited. I was like, man, I'm learning this new skill set. I done took this class. I was frustrated a little bit because I'm like, man, I don't know everything. But then the fact that I passed all of those freaking courses and I was ready, and I'm like, oh shoot, I can actually do this. It was I was man. I'm talking about you don't realize how hyped I was. I was like,
Yeah.
man, let's go. You know how I be blasting music and be like, let's go. Like, yo, I was hyped. Like I'm blasting like full blast through my neighborhood. And like when I got off work early, the last time I went to work, I'm talking about. I was going to speed limit, guys. I was hyped as a mother
Yeah.
figure more than I ever had in my life. I'm like, let's freaking go. This is it. And they shut me down, man. So hopefully that will change.
Are you able to use those skills on any other platform or like what?
Probably, but I don't know about the. I think you can do it on Robinhood. I don't have Robinhood though. But the thing is, I was trying to use one platform because I hate going to this one, that one, that one. But
Yeah.
we'll see
No, I'm
how
just
it
saying
goes, man.
like cuz you said that you were doing pretty decent as far as the skills and stuff like that. So it's like,
Yeah, dude. Like I'm talking about, I
yeah.
got screenshots. Like this stuff was real. Let's see if I got some screenshot. Let's see. This was like one day. I don't know if y'all can see it too good. Oh, I can't see myself. I gotta show
You,
myself right quick, James,
yeah.
so I can see if y'all can see
Dude,
it.
I'm a dumbass.
All right, there
I
we
thought
go.
McGavin
You
said that
see
you needed to
that?
put a shirt on. That was you.
You see, $850 in
Yeah.
like one day, dude. That was
Dude,
one
that's
of them.
sick.
And $402,
Dude, everything
850. Where's
else, man,
that
like everything is
other
down,
one
dude.
at?
It's bothersome.
300. Like this was another one, like 300. Like I could have got that stuff in a day, and it's just like,
Golly. Dude, I just need XRP and
ugh,
XLM to
it,
fucking blow up. Like, come on. $50 a coin. Let's go.
oh, here we go right here. Look,
In one day?
$3,520 I could have got in one day,
How
and that's
come
what I'm
you
saying. Like
how is that
I
like
acknowledge
just
like
the like simulated trading that they were doing?
yeah, it's like this is what I was gonna do. I told you before I actually was able to get approved. I was using their thing called Thinkorswim, which is you can use your real money and do it, or they give you like $200,000 just to play around with.
Yeah.
That's not your real money. So I was actually doing basically options. I don't know. You predict if it's gonna go
Yeah.
up or predict it's gonna go down. So from my knowledge of knowing when stuff is gonna go down, when they messing with stuff, when they manipulating stuff, allegedly, not trying to get sued, and when they do stuff like that, you can really guess if it's gonna go up or down. So when I was doing that, this was the stuff in the day.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can wait the whole week, but if something is up 3,000, take
Yeah.
your money and get the freak
Especially if
out
you
of there.
started off with less,
You know?
but it's like take your profits and then let the like play with their money, you know?
Yeah. So that's basically what I was doing like every day until I was able to get approved. I was like, let me test this out before I do something stupid. And every single day I was making money. One day 4,000, other day 800, 400, 300, just consistently. And I'm like, yo, okay, cool. Let me get my approval so I can get some real money for real. But they messed me up, man. So
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what's up with that.
Yeah.
So hopefully that changes.
Stick with it. Continue practicing, I would say. And honing your skills so that way when you get back to it, you have even more to talk to them about and get approved on. Yeah. No, that's sick though.
Yeah.
And more power to you and good luck to you because I want to see you do great things. Then I could just give you, hey, here's Gerrel, here's $5,000. Invest that for me, please. Come back with, and then dude, take
Yeah, I mean nuts.
no. I'm being dead ass. Like if you are experienced and are making consistently good money doing that, I would definitely do that. Be like, boom, here's $2,000. Play around with that. Invest it, reinvest it, whatever. There'd be like obviously like some kind of insurance thing that like if you lose my money, then there's something that protects me. But then like if you
Yeah.
make a bunch of money, you're obviously taking a percentage, like even something crazy like 20%, like 30%. I mean, you're doing most of the fucking work, so even take more. I don't give a shit. But it's like if I give you 2,000 and you fucking turn it into 5,000 and I get paid 2,000 and my 2,000 back, why the fuck would I be mad about that? Yeah.
Yeah, so basically you give me 2,000, I give you back 4,000, and I
No,
keep
no, no,
one
no,
thousand
no, no,
from
no,
5,000.
no, no, no,
so,
no,
so,
no, no, no.
so like that.
2,000. It makes 5,000, so we're dealing with 7. You give me 4, you take 3. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Yeah. So
Oh,
my
oh okay.
2,000 made me
Okay.
2,000, and my 2,000 made you 3,000. You know that's if it's like a
That's
60-40
insane.
split, and I got the 40. I'm like, if you're doing all the work, like, but you're able to take a couple thousand and turn it into a couple thousand for me, please learn that skill.
Yeah.
I will definitely.
And I've learned. I'm trying to tell you guys, I learned it, man. Like this messed me up. Like the other day, I was so upset because, dude, I knew Tesla
Yeah,
was gonna go
everything's
down.
down.
I knew it was gonna go down. It went down $14 in one day. I could have probably made like 20,000 plus in one day if I was able to get in. Like in one freaking day, yeah. Probably even more than that. And I was so aggravated. I was like, no, because you can get like $1,000 if it goes down like one
Yo,
dollar or even 50 cents. It went down fourteen
sir,
dollars, dude.
let me just say this.
Yes,
Looking at you right now and seeing the passion in your heart and the excitement in your mind, I think this is just one of those. I
don't
think
let me
this is
feel
just
myself.
one of those humbling
Yeah,
setback moments that's testing you to see what you're going to do. I think if you are really dedicated to this, you're going to continue practicing your skills and grow in that because it's something that you're very passionate about. All year you've been talking to me about investing in stocks and this and shit, like all that shit. Because you know there's going to be a bunch of money in it. You know that you have the skills to make a bunch of money in it. And you have it like deep in the pit of your fucking stomach that it is going to be successful for you. I think this is just a minor setback and I don't want you to
yeah.
give up. Don't do anything stupid, but I don't want you to give up.
I'm like, yeah, dude. I started crying, bro. That's how bad. Like when I got that email, because they trolled the freak out of me. They was like, "Congratulations, you've been approved, but we can't add your additional." Like I'm like, "What the freak? I'm already approved for the regular stuff. I'm just trying to get the tier two." So they like, "Oh, Leia, congratulations, you're approved for
It's
what
like,
you already approved
congrats.
for."
Nothing changed. It's
Like
like,
it's
all
like,
right.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
whack.
That's pretty much how it was. So, so I appreciate that message, dude. But I did cry, by the way, guys, because trust me, I was excited, and like I said, I started thinking about the vacations, and I
Oh,
was thinking about
that's the
basically like,
issue.
oh shoot,
That's why you didn't get
I was thinking
approved.
about everything.
Your mind was in the wrong place. I can almost guarantee that. No, 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 no. Listen, listen,
Well,
listen, listen,
no,
listen. This is what
well,
I'm saying.
no, it was
Because when I applied for the supervisor position the first time, I was like, whatever. Like, I was feeling confident. I was like, I'm going to definitely get it. Or, I'm going to, I don't know, whatever, right? I wasn't really, whatever. My brain was in the wrong spot. I did not get it. But this time, when I applied the most recent time, like 5 months ago or something, I had a different mindset. And literally, that's all that changed was the way I was thinking about it, what I was thinking about. And I got approved for it. I got promoted. Literally, it is the mindset. The way you're thinking about it is different. You want to focus more in on the journey and the process than the results. Because the man who loves the process or loves the journey will travel farther than the man who loves the destination. And I think that's true. I think you do love the journey. I think you do love the process of the stocks and crypto and investing and things like that? Clearly, by your passion and how badly it hurt you when you didn't get it. Don't put all your eggs
Yeah,
in one basket, meaning like don't emotionally put all your eggs in the one basket. Just understand that it's going to take a little bit more skill. And because it's challenging and because it's hard and because you didn't get approved, it's going to burn that fire in your belly a lot stronger. So the next time you go, you're going to have a clearer mindset. You're going to be humbled and you're going to be like, let's get down to business. Let's do this. You got it, dude.
yeah.
1000% you got it. Yes.
Appreciate it, James.
You're like,
Like I was like,
fuck.
like,
But
yeah, thanks, James. Yeah, I just thinking about like taking a dump next time.
you're like, man, I'm better than this. But yeah,
No, because you was like, I was thinking about like the outcome. Pretty much, I was like,
yeah,
yeah,
you're
I'm
just
just
like,
thinking
ah,
about
whatever,
like
fuck
taking
it.
a dump.
Yeah, because it's like you focus too much on the result, and then you bypass or lose sight of what's going to get you there. You know, you got to focus on the day to day. If you're not hitting your daily goal, then you're not hitting your weekly goal, then you're not hitting your monthly goal, then you're not hitting your yearly goal.
Yeah, that's why it was kind of messed up. I told you when I was practicing, it kind of messed me up because I was like, it made me feel even worse because I know how much I could have made. Even though I like, that's what messed me up because I'm like, dude, I could have freaking made 5,000, and so I'm like, bro, why the freak am I still doing this? Why am I doing this fake stuff when I could be doing the real stuff?
Yeah,
And that's what really messed me up. Cause it's like I'm teasing myself in a way. But I understand, like you said, keep at it so
yeah,
I can keep
yeah.
learning and
Because
stuff
like,
like
here's the
that.
thing: if you were, check this out, if you were in a position to make $800 in the day or $4,000 in the day, and that was just with your primitive, like mediocre skill. Not to say that it's mediocre, but I mean, you're just getting started. So it takes
Yeah,
20 years to get 20 years of experience, right? There's no shortcut. When it comes
yeah,
to where you'll be in 90 days, if you practice every day, dude, you're not going to be making $800 in a fucking day. You're not going to be making only $4,000 in a day. You'll be able to hone
yeah,
your skills to where you're like, ooh, I know for a fact this one is going down $20. Boom. Put as much on it as you can because you
yeah,
know, like you're placing. It's like you're gambling, but honestly, you're just placing a bet on a sure thing because you're gonna hone your skills so much that
yeah.
you're like, ain't no fucking way this is gonna do something other than what I'm saying it's gonna do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a skill
So
set behind it. Yeah.
I think this is just, uh, Jocko Willink, the Navy SEAL. I'll send you the video if anybody's
No.
watching. Look up Jocko Willink, good, meaning there's a video on YouTube. It's like 2-3 minutes where it's like the name of the video is called Good, and he's like, yeah. Whenever somebody would come up to me, they'd be like, oh, Jocko, we got this going on. It's real bad. Like we didn't get the funding that we needed for this mission. He'll go, good, more time to get better. And then he's like, one day the guy came up to me. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, man, we got this problem, but I already know what you're gonna say. He's like, what am I gonna say? And he goes, you're just gonna say good. You're just gonna say that's good. And he's like, so if you didn't get the promotion, good. If you didn't get hired, good. If you didn't get the funding you needed, good. If you didn't get, if the mission got canceled, good. If the mission got approved, good. Because if it got canceled,
Yeah.
more time to practice. We can focus on the next mission. If it got, we didn't get the funding we needed, good. More time to practice. Shit like that. You didn't get approved for tier 2, good.
Yeah.
More time to get better. Have the mindset. He goes, if you
Yeah.
have the ability to say good when something goes wrong, you have the ability
Yeah. For
to.
sure.
You still got some fight left in you. You still got some. You can recharge, recalibrate. This is like me kind of saying it. It sounds better because it has music and a graphic going with it. But like, he's like, you have more fight in you, and you can keep going. It's just a mindset. Like, this is just a minor setback. Give it 90 days, you'll be back. You'll be on tier fucking 3.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
I appreciate it.
Uh, but other than that, man, as far as 2023, what's like? Obviously, you want to focus in on getting better on the options trading, and then reapplying for tier two. But what else you got going on? I mean, we kind of talked a little bit about the future of the podcast, stuff like that. But
Mm.
what's some personal goals?
Well, besides that, man, uh, that was a huge part of it, by the way. But like I said, besides that, obviously, I want to. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I would just want to be happier, man. Just get better. Like as far as I mean, I'm a good person already. I mean, I know I can get better. I'm consistent. You know, make some more videos, make some more shorts. You
Mm-hmm.
know, be around family a lot more. Um, like I said, I do want to be able to go on vacation again. You know, have fun, but also make money. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to be broke. You know what I'm saying, while doing it. I want to be able to do it like with money whenever I want to. You know, I want to strive.
Right.
Like I want to just be better. That's all it is. It's like I'm not trying to be comfortable. I want to be better because if you're comfortable, that's how stuff starts to fall
Right.
apart. Like people get too
Not enough
comfortable and they be
stress.
like, "Oh, what happened?" I want to
Yeah.
constantly
Not enough stress. Not
keep
enough
doing stuff. Yeah,
growing
yeah,
going on. Because it's like when you're uncomfortable, that's when the lessons are learned. Yeah.
yeah. You get more hungry
Right.
too. And when you hungry,
Yeah.
you know, you eat.
That's why I eat. That's why I eat.
so, so that's what I'm thinking about. It's like I want to keep getting better, and of course I still want to
Right.
be able to play my game and stuff like that. I just want to do better. Like you said, my setup, I gotta get a computer. I want to do a lot
Yeah,
better
man.
stuff. So that's just pretty much this year. Like I told you last year, find out where I was from, fi- find out where I'm about to go. This
Yeah.
year, I'm
Exactly.
going pretty
You
much.
know, for 2023, I was trying to use because going into the supervisor role, it's taught me a lot of managerial experience. Like, okay, I got to actually make steps and make step goals and plans on how to get somewhere that I want to go. So for 2023, I got a couple of different things. There's um, quick, accomplishable goals, long term, broader, bigger goals, and then also consistent habits that I want to develop. So I have a few different things. So for short term goals, was get my taxes done, clean out the garage, and fix my car's windshield and my headlights. So my headlight was out, and then my windshield was broken. So I got my windshield fixed yesterday, and my headlights are coming in the mail, and I'm gonna get those fixed on Monday. So there's like by just writing it down, I fucking am getting it done. The more bigger goals, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, growing our TikTok because we kind of got shafted a little bit at the end of the year because we were trying to hit 200,000 subscribers or followers on TikTok. We're at
Yeah.
199.7 or some shit or 197 point. Yeah, oh,
Okay.
197.9. And then it actually went down to point 0.8. Like
Mm,
we did we did a video that did
the heck?
100,000 followers and got or 100,000 views and we got 0 followers. I'm like, so TikTok kind of fucked us at the end of the year. We were trying to hit 200K by the end of the year. And this year we're looking to do 400K. You know, if TikTok gets their fucking act together, then we're trying to do 400K. We're trying to double our following this year. So that's like a big goal that we're going to push for. The growing the YouTube channels, big goal that we're going to push for.
Mm,
We would like to update our kitchen and living room, like rip out the carpets and kind of like repaint shit, like actually do some fucking maintenance on
yeah.
the house. So there's that. Those are big goals that we want to accomplish. Also, we have a business idea that we want to focus in on. That's going to be a little bit of a like we're not talking about it right now. It's still very early steps. We're going to be talking with a lawyer next week. So it's going to be like a big deal when we actually go forward with it. But that's like another big goal of
Mm,
getting that up off the ground. And then the more habit driven stuff is consistently making content, you know, regardless, like the goal is 1,000 subscribers, but the everyday or every week habit, the consistency is making more content, YouTube videos, TikToks, uh, leadership training. So I want to read more books this year. I'm already reading a book right now by Simon Sinek. Leaders Eat Last. I'm working with people at my job, and we're all kind of doing like a book club thing, and talking about, we're going to be reading that book and kind of going into detail about it at the meeting that we have at the end of this month. If y'all want to join in on it, Leaders Eat Last by
Mm,
Simon Sinek, go ahead and read it. We can talk about it on the show if we want. Uh, and then also physical fitness. I want to get into working out more regularly, even if it's fucking 10 minutes a day. Just the consistency of like getting up off my ass, doing some form of physical fitness. Yesterday Tatiana climbed on my back and I did like 10 squats. That was it. The other day I did like
mm.
30 crunches. Today I ain't done shit, so I need to do something today. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm wanting to go and things I want to focus in on, like just tangible shit at the start of this year, and then
Yeah,
update you guys and update you and McGavin as goals are getting checked off. And by putting it out there now, like by having you say you wanted to go and do the tier 2, that's going to make me want to ask questions about it and kind of keep you on your track. And that's what we need to do. We need to hold each other accountable. Like, hey, are you doing your physical shit today? What have you done for the business? What have you done for the YouTube channel? Hey, man, I ain't seen a short in 2 days. Where the fuck are you? We need to be on each other's ass more and more and more. Yeah.
I use that to
Yes,
you
and
all the
I need
time.
more of that. I need more of that. And I'm going to do more of that too, because when it comes down to it, I need to set reminders for myself like, hey, post a YouTube short, edit a video. Like, I need to get on my own ass for stuff like that and hold myself accountable. Consistency and accountability, and there has to be consequence. If we don't hit the goal that I'm trying to do for the YouTube, I'm donating. If we do hit the goal, I'm probably donating more, right? So it's an incentive to, one, really help
Yeah,
if we hold myself accountable, or punish myself but people still
yeah,
benefit in a positive way, you know? Hold me accountable. I'm going to hold you
yeah,
accountable. We're growing in 2023. No more of this mediocre bullshit. We are going,
yeah. We're going.
right?
That's what it's going
So,
for. We are going.
that being said, anything else? Closing thoughts? Because we're hitting the 57-minute mark, and we'll probably close out the show for episode 1, season 2.
Thankful for 2022. Excited for 2023. I appreciate, like you said, that you got us together to start this last year, and I'm glad we're continuing it on this year. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for the present, and I'm thankful for the past. Like I
Hell
said, so
yeah.
there it
I
is,
can
right there.
totally agree with that. Thank you guys for showing up every week, listening to us. Also, thank you, Gerrel and McGavin, who's not here today, for consistently wanting to do this every week. Sometimes y'all will reach out to me without me saying anything, and that's powerful. I want more of that. I want throughout the week us to talk a little bit more, get back into gaming together, shit like that, so that we can create. We're still talking about jokes that we made fucking 10 years ago.
It's,
We need to game now and make new jokes, you know? So that's what it
yes,
is. I want to get more consistent and more available, when it comes to working together and gaming together, so we can grow and actually talk a little bit and plan the shows out each week. Because if we do that and we have like all of these other memories of us playing games together throughout the week, that's just more content we can put out. It just helps everything, you know? So,
yeah.
all right, all right, all right. What the fuck did I used to say last year? What is going on, guys? What is
Uh,
going on, guys? Yeah, what is going on, guys?
oh yeah, what?
But for the Panda cast, I used to be like, all right, all right. But I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm just gonna be like, yo, what up? Panda cast season 2, episode 1. A little bit of a different format, a little bit of a different setup. I feel like this was a really good episode when it came down to the implementation of our new ideas. So, that being said, peace out, guys.